3 disturbing last days of school. It was the last day of school before summer vacation, and the atmosphere in St. Agnes High School was buzzing with excitement. As the final bell rang, students poured out of the classrooms, eager to begin their summer adventures. However, little did they know that this would be a day they would never forget, as 3 chilling incidents unfolded within the walls of the school. 1. The case of the vanishing students. As the clock struck 3, signaling the end of the school day, Sarah and her friends, Lily and Alex, decided to stay back and explore the school one last time before heading home. They had heard rumors of a ghost haunting the halls of St. Agnes, and they were determined to uncover the truth. As they walked through the deserted corridors, a feeling of unease washed over them. The once lively school now seemed eerie and foreboding. Suddenly, they heard a faint whisper coming from the darkened classroom at the end of the hall. Ignoring their growing sense of dread, they pushed open the creaking door. Inside, they found a room filled with dusty old textbooks and broken furniture. But what caught their attention was a series of faded photographs lining the walls. The pictures showed groups of students from decades past, smiling and laughing. As Sarah went closer to examine the photographs, she noticed something chilling. The faces in the pictures seemed to be shifting and changing, their expressions morphing into twisted grimaces. Horrified, she turned to her friends, only to realize they were gone. Panic set in as Sarah frantically searched the room, but there was no sign of Lily and Alex. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. As she stumbled out of the classroom in a daze, Sarah could hear the whispers growing louder, echoing through the empty halls. 2. The haunting of room 213. Meanwhile, in the old wing of the school, a group of seniors had gathered in room 213 for a makeshift farewell party. The room had been closed off for years due to rumors of a malevolent spirit that haunted its walls. But the seniors were feeling bold on their last day and decided to defy the warnings. As they laughed and joked, the atmosphere in room 213 grew tense. A chill descended upon the room, and the flickering lights cast eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. Suddenly, a gust of icy wind swept through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging them into darkness. Panic erupted as the seniors fumbled for their phones, desperate for a source of light. But as the screens illuminated the room, they were met with a horrifying sight. The walls were covered in blood-red writing, spelling out cryptic messages that sent shivers down their spines. One by one, the seniors felt a sinister presence closing in on them. Whispers filled the room, echoing with the anguished cries of the spirit that haunted room 213. As they scrambled to escape, the door slammed shut with a deafening bang, trapping them inside. In the darkness, the seniors could feel icy fingers brush against their skin, and cold breaths whispered deadly warnings in their ears. It was a night they would never forget, as they faced the wrath of the vengeful spirit that lurked within the walls of room 213. 3. The Curse of the St. Agnes Bell Tower. As the sun began to set on the last day of school, a group of daring students snuck into the forbidden bell tower of St. Agnes High School. It was said that the tower was cursed, and anyone who dared to enter would be doomed for eternity. Undeterred by the warnings, the students climbed the narrow staircase, their footsteps echoing in the empty space. As they reached the top, a sense of foreboding washed over them. The bell tower was bathed in an eerie blue light, casting long shadows that seemed to dance in the darkness. Suddenly, the bell above them began to toll, its deafening chimes reverberating through the tower. The students gasped in horror as the bell seemed to come to life, its metal form contorting and twisting in a grotesque display. As they tried to flee, The staircase vanished before their eyes, leaving them stranded in the cursed bell tower. Desperate, they searched for an escape, but the walls seemed to close in on them, trapping them in a suffocating embrace. Just as all hope seemed lost, a ghostly figure materialized before them, its eyes burning with a malevolent glare. It was the spirit of the bell tower, seeking vengeance on those who had disturbed its eternal slumber. The students screamed as the ghostly figure reached out to them, its icy touch sending shivers down their spines. And as the last echoes of the bell faded into the night, the curse of the St. Agnes Bell Tower claimed its final victims, sealing their fates for eternity. And so, as the last day of school came to a close, St. Agnes High School was left with 3 chilling mysteries that would haunt its halls for years to come. The vanished students, the vengeful spirit of room 213, and the curse of the bell tower served as a grim reminder of the darkness that lurked within the school's walls, waiting to ensnare those foolish enough to uncover its secrets.